So what's happening on the front? There's a lot of interesting things happening on the front. Here's the British intelligence, which very closely with thousands of satellites observes the fronts and assaults, recording up Russia's losses, approaching about 1 million. Well, this includes both the killed and the maimed. Lightly wounded are not included in this register to the extent that lightly wounded can be distinguished from a satellite from the severely wounded. So yes, indeed, absolutely. An official figure, she mentioned the number of Russian losses. In Ukraine, approximately 900,000 killed, both dead and wounded. And, well, in general, there was no need to look far. But nevertheless, once again, the truth is announced that for the war, mainly so far, they are recruiting residents from various poor, unfortunate outskirts with outhouse toilets, so as not to scare the residents of Moscow, St. Petersburg, and major cities yet. It is also noted that a large part of the Russian intra-army relations are based solely on torture, beatings, and coercion. This has already been done based on the analysis of, if I'm not mistaken, approximately 800 different Russian internal army videos. I posted several such videos on the Telegram channel. Take a look. Very, very eloquent, both newer and older, and you can observe everything there. And this is understandable because any patriotic fervor, both among contract soldiers and mobilized troops, dissipates by the second or third day at the front. It is also noted that over 2 years, the drug saturation of Russian units has surpassed anything known in history. Neither African, nor Asian, nor Afghan, nor Iraqi and Iranian armies do not produce such crazy figures in this regard. Look, the beating of soldiers on video of varying degrees of freshness, but they are very good as an illustration of what trench hordes actually represent. And in anticipation of peace, these trench orcs, of course, have relaxed and use any opportunity to slip away from their assigned positions. And Russian commanders are forced to increase both the frequency and brutality of beatings of these orcs to send this future elite of Russia back to their positions. And no other methods of testing, education, except for regular and humiliating beatings with sticks is not practiced. Moreover, they beat not only those who have escaped, but also those who are simply slow, talk too much, or are too silent, dissatisfied with something, or too satisfied. In other words, they beat almost everyone just in case. And it is noteworthy here that the fear of being beaten with a stick mixes, even outweighs the fear of getting a bullet in the forehead or being dismembered by a drone. And it's funny that upon returning, this scum will be shaking a couple of their little medals, since they give those trinkets to everyone there, and will be showing off as heroes, sitting in presidiums, getting elected, barging into schools and speaking about the sanctity of serving the fatherland.